Good morning, everyone. It is 9 o'clock in South African time and it is 4 p.m. in Japan. Um, I'm still seeing there's still some few people that are joining. Um, and we will start. Let's just give them a minute or so and then we will start. Can everybody hear me?
Yes, I can.
Thank you so much, Isaac. I think while we're waiting for some people, any feedback from how do you guys feel about the previous session that took place? Any comments, any feedback? If there's anybody who has attended.
Good morning.
Yeah. I'm sorry,
Yes. Go ahead, Sir
Oh,
Isaac.
okay. Oh, okay. Thank you so much. This is very helpful. And then we are just trying to craft it into our system in our training center in at Gavokas in Soshanguve. And it is coming very handy. And then we are going to be working hand in hand also with Productivity SA as well as AIDC to implement it fully. Thank you
All
so
right,
much.
thank you
It's
so much.
very helpful. Thank you.
Much appreciated, Isaac. Thank you. Jan, I'm gonna give you'll be the last one and then we start.
my clients and me never received the link for the previous one, so we couldn't join. But overall, we've been enjoying the whole seminar. Thank you.
Thank you so much, John. We'll make sure that, send us an email with regards to that client, and then we'll see if they can join us in the next one. All right, it is 9:02. Good morning, everyone. Thank you very much for joining us today for the third session of our online seminar series titled Key Success Factors in Kaizen Practice and Their Adoption in South African Manufacturing Sector. My name is Mpho Macheke, and I will be your moderator for today's session. I'm coming from Productivity SA. We are part of the consulting team supporting the Quality and Productivity Improvement Project, organized by the Japan International Cooperation Agency, or we call it JICA. JICA and the Department of Trade, Industry and Competition, the DTIC, commenced the QPI project in South Africa in 2022 and established the National Quality and Productivity Network. We call it the NQPN. This network consists of 9 organizations, including JICA, the DTIC, Productivity SA, AIDC Gauteng, AIDC Eastern Cape, AITF, and Plastic SA. During this project, we have three objectives. The first one is the creation and operation of the NQPN as the implementing body for QPI activities. Number two is strengthening the implementation of QPI or Kaizen training for consultants and enterprises. Number three, dissemination of QPI knowledge and techniques to a broader stakeholders. We are pleased to see so many participants from South Africa, manufacturing sectors, and related organizations. Currently, we have more than 30 participants, and we're expecting more to be joining the session soon. Before we get started, we just have some few housekeeping notes. Please keep your microphones muted during the seminar. You are encouraged to turn on your camera if you wish. And just a quick note, this session is recorded. Thank you for your understanding. Today's session, we will introduce Kaizen practices in Ghana, demonstrating how small teams can achieve significant results through effective collaboration and leadership. Our speaker today is Mr. Yoshida, who brings a wealth of experience and expertise in production, engineering, and Kaizen consulting. He worked as a production engineer for a Tier 1 automotive parts supplier, and he has provided Kaizen-related technical guidance through JICA projects in Russia, Mexico, Ghana, and Cote d'Ivoire in the Ivory Coast. So without further delay, let's welcome Mr. Yoshida to begin his presentation. Thank you, Mr. Yoshida.
Thank you, Mpo-san. Good morning, everyone. I am Yoshida, the speaker of this seminar. As she just explained, today I would like to share with you some key lessons learned from Kaizen activity implemented in Ghana. Here's today's agenda. The slide is not coming out. Oh, okay. Okay, first, I will introduce the Kaizen activities and results from the project carried out in Ghana. Next, I will highlight some key lessons and takeaways from this case. And finally, during the Q&A session, I hope we can exchange ideas on how similar practices could be applied here in South Africa. Let me begin with an overview of the Kaizen case. This case was part of a 4-year initiative titled JICA National Kaizen Project in Ghana. The project aimed to develop industrial human resources by training Kaizen consultants. The same objectives as the project we are currently implementing here in South Africa. The training approach was also quite similar. Participants first learned Kaizen theory through classroom lectures and then applied what they learned at enterprises to strengthen their practical implementation skills. The Kaizen consultants involved in this project had already completed the basic course, including both lectures and practical training, and were attended the intermediate course. Their practical training at enterprises aimed to enhance their overall Kaizen implementation capability, building on the knowledge and experience they had already gained. The company involved was a pharmaceutical manufacturer located in Kumasi, a second largest city in Ghana. It primarily produced mainly anti-malaria and pain relief medicines. The company had 80 employees in total, including 20 women. The Kaizen activity was conducted over a 4-week period in February 2016. The target process for Kaizen was the syrup packaging and boxing line. A team of 5 Kaizen consultants collaborated on this improvement activity. The main tools applied were waste identification, time studies, and the ECRS approach to develop countermeasures. ECRS, which stands for eliminate, combine, rearrange, and simplify, is a key concept for enhancing efficiency by removing waste, combining or reorganizing tasks, and simplifying work processes. As a result of these efforts, the operators could be performed with 4 workers instead of 6, achieving a reduction of 2 workers. Notably, this improvement was accomplished with no additional cost. This slide shows the layout of the workers before Kaizen. As you can see, there were three workers positioned at the top and 3 at the bottom, giving a total of 6 operators. The product moved along the conveyor from right to left. 4 operators comprising 2 at the top right and 2 at the bottom right picked up the bottles, inserted them with instruction leaflets onto paper cartons, sealed them, and placed them back on the conveyor. The remaining 2 operators, situated at the top and the bottom left, packed the finished cartons into larger boxes for shipment. Once a box was full, another worker filled it and stacked it onto pallets. You will now see a video of the actual operation. Please note that this was filmed from the opposite side of this layout, so the product will appear to move from left to right on the screen. Now, please watch the video. Okay, you may have noticed that the 2 operators on the right side of the screen were standing idle for some time. Our Kaizen team focused on this point. They analyzed each operator's motion and considered how adjusting their height and the position of the boxes could make the work easier. As a result, we designed the layout as shown here and reduced the number of operators from 6 to 4. In the new process, each operator performs the entire sequence from inserting bottles and leaflets into cartons to packing them into shipping boxes. Now, Please watch the video for the operation after Kaizen implementation. As you can see, the four operators are now working more actively with less idle time than before. The company's management was very satisfied with the result, as the Kaizen activity clearly improved productivity per worker. However, the two workers who were no longer needed began to feel anxious, worrying that they might lose their job. At the same time, the remaining four workers felt that their workload had increased and started to express dissatisfaction. To address these concerns, the management and Kaizen team discussed how to respond to the workers' anxiety and dissatisfaction. Okay. As a result, the management decided to take several actions. First, a company-wide meeting was held to share the Kaizen results and express appreciation to the workers. During the meeting, it was announced that the two displaced workers would be reassigned to another department rather than dismissed. In addition, the four remaining workers received a special bonus in recognition of their contribution. Furthermore, the management announced a 40% salary increase for all employees as a token of an appreciation for their ongoing effort. The employees were overjoyed, and I still vividly remember the cheers that filled the room. After that, the staff became very proud to work for the company and became highly motivated to continue contributing. Many of you attending today's seminar may be managers, supervisors, or team leaders. I would like to leave you with two key messages. The first one is recognition. Acknowledge and appreciate the achievement and efforts of your staff, and do so publicly in front of others. The second is reward. Recognizing performance, recognize outstanding performance, whether through financial means such as a raise or a bonus, or through meaningful gifts and tokens of appreciation. By doing so, employees will take greater pride in their work and become even more motivated to contribute to your company's success. Okay, let's bring my presentation to an end. Thank you very much for your kind attention.
Thank you very much, Mr. Yoshida. Let's give him a round of applause for his insight presentation.
Sure.
Now, we'd like to open the floor for questions. And if you've got a question, please raise your hand. Also, we can use the chat box as the mode of questions. You're getting some love there, Mr. Yoshida. Thank you, everyone. So we'll open the
Thank you.
floor for questions. I can see Matato. We'll start with you. Matato, I saw your hand. Okay, any other one? Any questions, any clarity, any comments? There's a comment in the chat box from Martin saying, thank you for sharing. Thank you so much. I'm
Thank
seeing
you.
you, Amagai. Thank you. You can go ahead.
Yeah, thank you. Thank you, Mr. Yoshida, for insightful presentations. And my name is Amagai from the JICA expert team working for the project coordination. And as you have a rich, fruitful, rich experience of working in different regions, including the Ghana, Africa, and Russia, former Soviet Union regions. And I think maybe you also have experience in Asia. So today's presentation's key point is one of the key points, importance of recognitions and of the achievement of the employees. And do you notice any difference of approach in different regions, such as in Africa, Asia, and Russia? Yeah, thank you very much.
Thank you, Mr. Amagai. Okay. In terms of the recognition or reward, I think it's just the same all around the world. So people having a raise or people having some meaningful gift, that is very, very be proud of for themselves. So I think this is the same. Yeah, reward and recognition is very, very important for giving them to motivate for working for the company. Thank you.
Okay, thank you. Yeah.
Thank you so much, Mr. Yoshida. We have some few questions in the chat box. The first one is coming from Isaac. He's asking, the presentation with example is great. Is there such a process specifically for the vehicle services, repairs, and maintenance?
Will you please say it again? I couldn't hear well.
He's asking if we've got any example for processes where they're making vehicle services, they're doing repairs and maintenance. A similar example in terms of Kaizen.
Service repairs and maintenance. Yeah, I think okay. In the vehicle service, repairs, and the maintenance, I think these works mainly conducted by a team or teams. So if you do want to recognize people, I think you will consider to do it by a team or teams, not only for the individual ones, but for entire teams, because the teams are already always collaborated each other and go for a one goal or one purposes. So I think it's important to do it as a team. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Mr. Yoshida. There's a second question from Anonymous. They're asking, what should I do if I want to increase employee salary, but the company can't afford it?
Okay. Yes, of course. I think this case will be most common for the company. But I think, okay, only a small recognition, like maybe some kind of the certificate, okay, only a paperwork. It's only a paperwork, or some kind of like a plate for the success for the project or something like that. Like always like something like memorable or tangible or visible one that will work for motivating your staff. Not only salary increase or one-time bonus, I think. Thank you.
Thank you so much. There's another question from Pekka. He's asking, what prevents the improvements from happening before the training is implemented? Is it just a case management is not possible before measurement?
Okay, okay. From my experience, I haven't experienced not so much difficulties in implementing Kaizen activity at the enterprises. But in some cases, okay, like some companies, management is not so much have a good understanding of Kaizen activity. If that's the case, some companies, okay, denied or dropped from the Kaizen implementation activity, the beginning. So once you can encourage or understand fully the impact of Kaizen or benefit of Kaizen, I think you can pursue or you can go on the implementation activity at the enterprises. So that's the key point, I think.
All right, thank you so much for the answer, Mr. Yoshida. I see Pekka has also attached an example of a Womack Lean Transform Automotive once and can do it again. So it's some learnings that the colleagues that are sharing with everybody. There was also a comment from Anonymous saying, thank you for the insightful answer. Due to time, we are running out of time because we've got until past. Thank you so much for bringing up the questions, and now we're going to close the Q&A session. If you've got any other questions, please feel free to email us and we'll follow up with an answer shortly. So therefore, thank you all for your active participation and thoughtful questions. Before we close, we'd like to take a group photo. Could I ask everybody to turn on their cameras if possible? Would like to take some group photo?
Okay, I'm gonna take a photo. Please keep the while I'm photo. Please keep your pose. 2, 1. Okay. 3, 2, 1. All right, I'm done.
Thank you so much.
Just a quick one.
Hi,
I just want to
Sydney.
encourage anyone who will be interested in joining this Kaizen initiative in South Africa to maybe contact yourself or drop and his email address on the chat list. Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you so much for that input, Sydney. We really appreciate it. So before we can end, please complete a feedback questionnaire. The link is also available in the chat box. We'd like to continuously improve how we do things. The next schedule of the next seminar has not yet been decided, but it is planned for January or February next year. And we would also appreciate it if you could share any topics or any areas you would like us or you'd like to learn about in the future seminars, as your input will also help us plan for the upcoming sessions. We will contact you again once we've got all the details confirmed. With that said, once again, see you soon in the next session. And as Sydney has mentioned, please put in your email addresses. We'll be able to contact you. Thank you very much. Have an excellent morning further.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you so much.
Thank you. Bye.
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 Access denied. They saying the access is denied on the link. Can you please maybe just check what is happening there?
Bye-bye.
I will.
Bye-bye. Thank you so much. We are fixing the link.
Okay. Thank you.
Thank you, Mark.
Thank you very much for your cooperation. Bye-bye. Have a nice
Thank
day.
you.
Thank you. Have a lovely day.
Thank you.
I think you
Ms.
might have to
Nico.
resend the link to the emails, Paul, because everybody's jumped off now because it's still
All right.
denying access. Yeah. Okay. Thank
Access.
you.
No,
All the
we'll
best.
send the
Enjoy the day.
email to everybody. Thank you so much,
Okay,
Mark.
great. Como arigato gozaimasu. Subarishi
Thank you.
desu ne. Subarishi desu ne.
Thank you. Okay,
Thank
have
you.
a good
Bye-bye.
day.
Bye-bye. You too.
ミスター菅原さん、ちょっと少し話せますかみんなで。ちょっと待ってください。